Hello and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. You are watching Daily Dive. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis, here in Guyton, Georgia. We are live on 12 on Sports via YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel on 12 on Sports for other great shows and live sports. On today's awesome show, I'm going to have a two-part sold or fold. I'm basically going to try to make more sense of Philadelphia and Rochester's future and whether I think personally what they're going to do based on what I'm hearing. Also, fresh fits. The best dressed players and media people and coaches from this weekend. Thank you, Peck Regard. You were first today. Congratulations. You beat out Kai the goalie if he's not here. We want to first let you know this show is presented by tickets.12ouncesports.com. That's tickets.numbers12lettersozsports.com. Get your National Lacrosse League tickets for less by going to that website. The website includes every sport, not just the NLL, and all your favorite artists' concerts, not to mention Broadway and theater. Tickets.12ouncesports.com. Okay. So, I want to make one thing very clear because, as you know, haters are sometimes louder than the people that are supporting you. So, yesterday on the show, live, towards the end of it, I told people, and I'll put the tweets on the screen right now. The first one, there's a concern around the NLL that Comcast Spectacor might be done with the Philadelphia Wings this offseason, and a fold could happen. Wings are averaging just 6,636 in attendance per game this season. I also said this, which was then a tweet after the show. Rochester Knighthawks did not get sold to a local owner like I previously reported. According to multiple sources, the deal fell through during training camp. Rochester folding or being sold, relocated, is very much on the table again. Keep those in mind while I tell you this and then break this all down. And the first thing I'll do is we'll do the Rochester one. Then we'll take a break and do Philadelphia, and then we'll do fresh fits. This show is scheduled for today. There are some people who get behind burner accounts that I believe are probably affiliated with the league in some shape or form that do get online and say, hey, well, this guy tweeted this. A lot of times I get the clout stuff. Listen, I, honest to God, wish I was that good at clout, at getting clicks. Because if I was, I think I wouldn't be in this room. I'd be in an actual studio making boatloads of money if I was actually good, because I've been doing this whole thing, this podcasting stuff since 2016 in the NLL this is my third season. This is also my third season in my bedroom, okay? So if I was that good at getting clicks, I feel like it would have worked out by now. Second of all, and then we'll move into the whole thing with Rochester. I talk to people that are very well connected. I'm not going to say what they do, but there's different people with different careers I'm talking to. It's not just one person from this thing or my own brain. I'm talking to legitimate people in the league, around the league, etc. I will never say who they are. It wouldn't make any sense to do so. I don't care if you speculate who this or where that, etc., etc. The point I'm making is I don't pull it out of my butt. Now, a lot of topics I do. This is not a topic. It becomes a topic because I want to expand on it. And it becomes a topic because I feel like it's only fair to the viewers of the show and NLL fans. With that being said, the first thing we're going to do is discuss Rochester. That's the Wings. Rochester. Okay. I worded this because I have been on the record saying they got sold. Now, while it seemed like that was the case, and I mentioned this yesterday, that the Rochester Knighthawks, they came, apparently, to me, they came closer than, it came closer than on the Charlotte thing happening. Like, remember when Charlotte was going to get a relocation? I believe it might have been the Knighthawks. They were so close to being sold to both Charlotte and now to some local person. And it kept me wondering, why is this not being reported somewhere? And now we know why. Because during training camp, nope, not going to do it. I don't know why. I wish I knew why. I have a couple of personal hypotheses. First of which, for me, is the attendance. Rochester has been brutal with attendance, and it might technically be the fault of whoever took them and moved to Halifax, okay? But Rochester's attendance cannot impress anybody. I also do not think the team is very redeemable, nor is the city. When I say city, I mean in terms of sport towns. When you think of sport towns in every major sport in the world, you don't think of Rochester until like the 10,000th thing. And if you do, it's because you live there or you're from there. It's not your fault. It's not the city's fault. The fact is, Rochester's not a redeemable city. So you have to be really good at what you do to grow things in that area, or at least in that city, in my opinion. Is it worth it for the owners? I don't know. But I was asking quite a few folks that I talked to that gives me reliable information, quite a few of them, and every last one of them told me Rochester, out of list of teams to worry about in the CBA, most faithful and most confidence to least confidence, Rochester was always last on the list. Always. Ryan McMichael says you're the best, Greggy. So, he's replying to Patrick Roar. So my thing is with this, Rochester already has stuff going against them. We're now hearing they're understaffed. And if you don't believe that, check the social media pages, especially on Instagram. They don't post anything. And I know social media is not the end-all, be-all, but you kind of get a feel that Albany, while they're not in the best of places, is doing a lot better than Rochester is based on social media alone. Where there's smoke, there is probably fire. And and this may not ever be verified, just how I felt when Caitlin Clark took over the WNBA, all of a sudden the Dallas Wings became the priority for those owners in Panther City, and now Panther City folds because they just don't care anymore, and their attendance did not help. Rochester is now having to deal with the fact that Mr. and Mrs. Pagula would rather build the Bills Stadium than worry about the Sabres, and the Bandits, of course, can take care of themselves. But the Rochester Knighthawks, it is a big deal that they are being completely ignored by every person that may matter that can help them. The fact that we heard Charlotte, the fact that we heard about the local owner, shows me Rochester may have a chance of being sold, and my guess is relocated. But they're also my most likely to fold. Just completely. And I can explain to you, if I think it's a horrible move, and I think it's an awful looking thing, I can't even imagine to begin the thought process of Brett Freud, Scott Turkin, who's the other guy? There's a bunch of people up north who matter in the National Lacrosse League. Kurt Hunziker would be another. There are a bunch of people that actually matter that were probably losing their hair way faster than I am. And at 28, my hairline is despicable. But I believe Rochester is basically on its way out. I do not believe, in my heart of hearts, that in 2025, 2026 season, especially after with the CBA, no matter how it goes, I do not think Rochester is going to be a franchise next year. I don't, let me lie. the Rochester Knighthawks. It might be Charlotte this. It might be St. Louis that. God for whatever you want to say. I don't believe the military green Rochester Knighthawks are going to be a thing next season. I would like them to be. I don't think they will be. Again, the Pegula situation is a vicious, not vicious is the right word, it's just a very, very, very unfortunate thing in the National Lacrosse League. They do not care about the Knighthawks. The bands are a luxury to have around. The Knighthawks are not. There are like 10 teams in the league that lose money every year. Knighthawks have got to be one of the worst when it comes to that. I love Connor Fields. I love Rylan Hartley. And then they have a very awesome team. They're a shoot-at-will kind of team. It's very fun to watch. Their fans are loyal. Their fans got shafted once. They might get shafted again. It's unfortunate. It's the reality, though. That's my take on Knighthawks. Again, if you put a chrome to my dome right now, I do not think Rochester Knighthawks in the city of Rochester in military green is going to happen next season. Where are they? Are they around as a franchise in general? I do not know. But that is my make a statement now that you have to stick with. That's the one. And coming up next, we got to talk about a very popular sports town. Not talking about those Philadelphia Wings. So that's another can of worms. That's unfortunate. Got a few friends of the show that are actually players. One of my first, I'll get to that on the other side. Watching Daily Dive, folks. We got to have some uncomfortable conversations, and stay tuned later for Fresh Fits. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're once again watching it, Daily Dive. Reminder, there's an audio-only podcast version of this show. Head to Spotify and search Daily Dive. I did not upload yesterday's episode. I will do that after the show, then upload this one a little later on. You have my word. All right, now after talking about the Rochester Knighthawks, and remember, I'm addressing this because I feel like it's fair to the viewers. Remember, I do not think the Knighthawks will be a franchise next season. I think Knighthawks might be. I don't know where they're playing. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I just don't think Rochester and the military green is going to happen next year. With that being said, let's now do the Philadelphia Wings. This one, you gotta trust me on what I'm saying here because, of course, I have I would say a 90% success rate. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't think it's 95 or 100. I think it's pretty good though. So again, I'll quote: "There's a concern around the NLL that Comcast might be done with the Philadelphia Wings this offseason, and a fold could happen." Then I mentioned the attendance. Okay, first of all, 6,000 attendance is not good. It's actually pretty awful. If you're Albany, it's a step in the right direction. It still is a lot to be desired. I've said that before, that the 6,000 is not getting it done in terms of helping the team keep going and giving an incentive to the owners. However, let's be clear, attendance is not the issue for Philadelphia from what I understand. To break this down more, Comcast purchased this team in 2018. They also own the Wells Fargo Center, and they also own the NHL's Philadelphia Flyers. With that being said, there is a new arena being built, which was news to me, or maybe it has been built. The point I'm making is the Wings, for some reason, are not going to that building. I'm not sure if they're not allowed, and if they are not allowed, I'm not sure the reason why. But that is the concern for the Wings. I was asking a few, I was like, hey, isn't Philadelphia a great sports town? And they made the point to me, yeah, but there's also like 9 other teams in front of them that people actually know about. It's not the fact that they don't care about the Wings, it's that they don't know they exist, probably. And if they do, they've never been shown box lacrosse. They think, oh, lacrosse boring. Which is why I say what I say about the PLL. My thing is, with Philadelphia, it's a shame. Because I've also been told the CBA plays a part in both of these. The collective bargaining agreement that we've heard from Jamie Dowlick is going to be World War III. We heard from Brett Fruit to pump the brakes, but he's still, it's still a process. Now Reed Reinhold is going to be interviewing with Morning Shoot-Around, hosted by Del Bianco, hosted by Tyler Pace, hosted by Tino Farah, produced by Tyler Corner. Apparently, Reed Reinhold, I hope they're advertising as VP of MLPA. We'll see if he provides any new insights. We do know it's going to be ugly. And that is why Comcast is not necessarily worried about the situation of the Philadelphia Wings. They probably don't care. And I'm not saying everyone at Comcast doesn't care. But let's get to this wording that I heard about the Wings, okay? See if I can find it. I gotta look back through these things. But basically, Philadelphia Wings, I'm gonna try to explain the money to you in a moment. Here it is. It's unlikely Comcast would sell. Legal fees on a sale are in, I'll say, multiple 100,000 range. Mix that in with taxes and any asset transfers. NHL owners don't need the headache, so they'd rather fold and sell the naming rights to an expansion team down the road. In other words, the Wings are in trouble. Maybe not for long. And again, I cannot explain to you how much this sucks. I think there's market value with the Wings. I think there's a better chance a local owner picks them up than I do someone in Rochester who probably doesn't exist. And again, that was from people that know what they're talking about. So here's the thing, guys. Chrome to my dome. I do think the Wings survive. And that might be more optimism than maybe I know. I just want people to understand the NLL still is a long ways away. While it's awesome the growth we have seen, there's still some things we have to jump through we may not like. I'm not saying both fold. I'm saying This is the reality of the situation. I'm trying to be very careful to make sure I'm not just saying this team got sold. And I'm actually one of the people that, like, when it comes to like the business side of things, I'd rather that actually come out. I don't mind leaking rumors because I feel like it needs to be done. I'm more concerned with, because I feel like that would be, like, rumors are fine, but I feel like the news is the one that officially has to break this stuff, because I'm not going to whole Rochester situation once again. It is very awesome. Rochester did reportedly have interest from Charlotte or from local people, if that is true. I hope it is. And for fans' sake, I hope it is too. I don't want to see it happen again. Miss Jones, Joe Terrence, amazing. What GM, what was it, Paul Day has done has been awesome. Knighthawks have an awesome team to watch. It's very fun. Can't do anything about it. It's the reality of how things are. The league, I hope the league will survive, but it might take another 5 to 10 years. And honestly, I've said it before, I'll say it again. All it takes, in my opinion, and speculation, is 1 or 2 awesome sponsors to really help the league out. But man, is this offseason going to be a grind. And I honestly can't wait. But I honestly can't wait for the rest of this season. And again, that's all I'll say. I know it's a lot of wordplay by me sometimes, but that's all I could give you. And that's all I hope that we can see more optimistic reports coming out. Whether or not it's from me or not, I don't care. You're watching Daily Dive. When I come back, a very fun edition of Fresh Fits. A lot to get into, including media members. But who won it for the media members? You don't want to miss that. Daily Dive will wrap up next.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
You need tickets to that next event? We've got them. That's right, tickets.12ozsports.com. Get you to any sporting event, concert, theater event that you can think of. And the promo code 12OZ or ROME gets you an additional discount. Don't feed the massive ticket corporate machine. Go to tickets.12ozsports.com and enjoy the show. America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not going to lie, I actually hate doing those kind of topics because I want the league to succeed. But I also want fans like myself to have proper context and proper visibility of a league that I think deserves to be right up there with the NBA, the NFL, etc. A long ways to go, though. Reminder, when this show is over and you're getting your tickets for the next game like this weekend, well, coming up weekend, we got Week 18, Black Bears Wings, Seals Knighthawks, Warriors Bandits, Mammoths Rush, Thunderbirds Swarm. So if you are in Philadelphia, Rochester, Buffalo, Saskatchewan, or Georgia, check out tickets.12onsports.com, tickets.numbers12ozsports.com. You will not regret seeing things live, knowing you got your tickets for a great price. Let's move on. All right, Cameron Dunkerley. The Ottawa Black Bears. Ottawa had 2 changes at Fresh Fits this weekend. They decided to only post once. So Cameron Dunkerley becomes the 6th different player to win it for the Black Bears this season. Now, with that being said, it was a tough choice because I believe the Black Bears were wearing something like some league, like some MSL or something like that. I don't know if it's the MSL, but something like that. They were all wearing on their walk-ins these jerseys from the area or their favorite teams, or whatever it is. And this team, I'm just going to say Aquashani Storm. They're the Storm, okay? The Storm, actually, were represented 3 times. However, 2 times black jerseys were used. So I was with Cameron Dunkerley, who wore red alternate jersey. But yeah, 6 different Black Bear to win it this season for them. Another similar situation with the Albany Firewolves. Andrew Kidd, this is his 2nd nomination this season for the Fresh Fits, which means that he is now tied with Dyson Williams for our end of the season brackets. But yeah, this was a Guilderland jersey, like a local high school thing for the Albany Firewolves. They do a good job growing the team, I'm not going to lie. Next up, I believe that's red, by the way. I don't know why it came out pink in the photo. It looks pink to me right now. It was red. I took a screenshot. All right, Buffalo Bandits. How good are the Buffalo Bandits at dressing up? Well, Ian McKay is the 8th difference Buffalo Bandits to win a Fresh for this year, in my estimation. Dane Smith leads the team with 3 nods. Dahogananacoke has 2. Ian McKay gets this one because, the suit's nice, but, you didn't notice that? This is my first time on this show. It's not been ankles. It's not been socks. It's not even cool socks. It's crazy socks. This takes me back to when I was in, 4th grade, and the kids are, having just a crazy sock day. Amazing, this right here. Love this. I hope it was intentional, but oh my goodness, Ian McKay, that'll do, sir. Thank you, Leroy. He says, Oxest. I can't pronounce that. I wonder, since we're here, I'm going to go back to that photo while we're there. I'm going to see if, because usually Graham Perro's website has the pronunciation guide. It's not there. Man. I don't see it right there. Okay, so, man, I'm trying. I'm not even going to try to do that, but I appreciate Leroy always helping me out there with his pronunciations. But, well, if he comes again, I'll try to do it better. But, yeah, Cameron Dunkerley. And go back to Ian McKay. Obviously, Buffalo Bandits, 8 different bandits to win it. Now, listen, man. Listen. Vancouver Warriors, Keegan Ball, for a few weeks in a row now, have been showing up. And once again comes in with a 3-piece. My man is balling. Get it? That wasn't actually intentional. Just happened like that. See? MJG79. There we go. Pat Gregoire going back to that Andrew Kidd thing. No, going back to the Black Bears thing. Black Bears were wearing minor lacrosse jerseys from Ontario Lacrosse Association Zone 5. Those names. Love it, though. Love it. Oxast. I can't do it, man. Oxast. I can't do it. I'm not even trying. Kai the goalie. This is brutal. This is really brutal. I'm trying my best, guys. I really am. So Keegan Ball becomes the 9th different Warrior to win it this year. Hard to see, but you know the honest this is the God's honest truth. First of all, the belt is on fire. He's checking his watch. He knew the camera was there. This is for the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. This is their 10th different nominee this year. You know how I knew this was Tyrell Hammer-Jackson? You may not be able to tell from this photo. This blew my mind. This guy's listed at 5'6", and I did not believe that until I saw this walk-in video. Listen. Tyrell Hammer-Jackson, first of all, I'm impressed with that. You're doing a great job with the dogs so far on the dot, even if they are not very good right now. But, man, I have some short jokes. I ain't going to do it. Wasn't familiar with her size, whatever. All right, Corey Small. Sometimes the Men in Black look will work. I'm not going to lie. He is the 5th different rock player to win it this year. Again, like, there's some nice looking suits, but I feel like sometimes the black and white just does it for me, man. He's not going to a wedding. He's going to a lacrosse game. He's not going to go film a movie with Will Smith and the white guy. I forgot the old white guy's name. He's going to play for the Toronto Rock, and they're going to beat the Wings, beat them bad, 15-8. More on the Wings in a second. These comments are amazing. Okay. Aqua Sassney. It's not helping. I swear. Okay. Let me try this one more time. Aqua Sassney. That's it. That's our last chance. I can't do it no more, Leroy. I'm trying. Appreciate the Wikipedia. Not the Wikipedia. I appreciate the dictionary effort there, though. Will Malcolm. Listen, credit where credit's due, Will Malcolm. This is his 3rd nomination for the Colorado Mammoth, and he is the only other player besides Damon Edwards to win it multiple times. So Will Malcolm might be on his way to back-to-back bracket challenge nominations here. It really is a 4th grade spelling bee, Kyler goalie. Next up, so we have Will Malcolm, green suit. I feel like he's worn all 3 times, or maybe at least 2 of the 3. He's worn this a bunch, okay? But credit where credit's due. Okay. Have not gotten close to homeless casual until Trevor Baptiste came back. Wow. Corduroy, not pennies, not dimes, corduroy. Trevor Baptiste with the Seals. 11th different San Diego Seal, by the way. Just incredible. Alrighty. Philadelphia Wings. Second to last player we have. I forgot who the guy on the left is, but Mitch Jones promised me weeks ago at this point that he was going to do better for Fresh Fits. It took him till week 16, but he is the 4th different wing to win it this year in just a beautiful light brown suit. And the leader of the Wings right now, as you guess, Resitaris has won it 3 times, but my goodness, Miss Jones, you stepped out this week. Wow. Thunderbirds did some country night thing. More on that in a minute. Guys, Dane Smith is impressive. Josh Burns impressive. This might be, the Tyson Bell FAFO suit is impressive. This might be my favorite suit I've ever seen from any player in over a year and a half of doing Fresh Fits. Beautiful. The cowboy hat needed to happen because if he didn't have a cowboy hat, it would make no sense. It would have gone to Tyson Bell. Nankun Thompson, amazing stuff here. Get to a comment, then we'll go to our media members. Thank you, Aqua Sassney. Whatever. Those I wouldn't try it again. All right, media members. Brennan Glasheen, love it. Brennan Glasheen had not called an Albany game in quite some time because Unrivaled Women's Basketball is a thing, that league that's spin off of the WNBA. So while he was broadcasting Angel Reese, he then came back to Albany to broadcast a thriller of a game, by the way. Like, Dan Ball was great in his absence. Brennan Glasheen got a gift with that Dyson Williams game winner against Buffalo. Unbelievable story time stuff there. Good job. Jake Elliott, you were so close. And by the way, folks, before I mention our winner, I just want to mention that from here on out, I'm nominating coaches and broadcasters as a group. So you got players, and we're going to have another seed be a coach and broadcaster group, okay? I didn't even know they... Who's going to tell me? I just realized this. They make National Lacrosse League pins. What? No. Forget the lavender. This is unbelievable. Where do they sell these at? Unbelievable. All right. Come on. Really? Where was it not going to be? If you saw this on my social media at all, You knew this was going to... Back Gregoire. I have a better one for you. Back Gregoire, you, sir, and we are not worthy, you, sir. That applause took a while. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was too easy. Country night for the Halifax Thunderbirds. Pat Gregoire says, he didn't tell me this, but Pat Gregoire did not even need to have Pete Dowdy in the frame. I had to crop Pete out. I mean, it's probably par for the course because the fact is Pete Dowdy actually won it, was the first broadcaster ever to win it. Pat Gregoire was the second. Pat, you're darn tootin' right you won it. LFG, boy. LFG. You never believe that I lived in Georgia until you hear that stupid crap. He's not here. Why don't I still have his picture up? There we go. Good Lord. That's Fresh Fits. It was a really, really fun week for Fresh Fits. It made light of the whole situation with Philadelphia and Rochester. Sandy. I'm done. All right. Remember to go to our social medias at Daily Dive LAX for our clips, etc. We thank you so much, folks, for joining this show, for commenting. This is a great show to comment on. Reminder, you can also click the link tree in our social media bios for the shop, or go to dailydivelax.creator-spring.com for the merchandise. Oh, Watch More Box has merchandise too. They have a shirt today. I just announced it on their store. Free publicity or free advertising. Good. I'm whatever. Between the name of that nation or whatever, and versus my my reports, my heart's been on fire. I've just been like beating out of the chest today. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place, so much sports. This has been Daily Dive. Boo, I know. Bye.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.